for so long, the Gator program built by him. It'll be a big change. He had been thinking about it, though, before. He almost took, remember that Greg the Magic job back in 2007?
You know, there was a change of heart. For him with the Orlando gig, and Donovan's done nothing but win at Florida.
We got to be more physical on defense. They are getting to the middle of the floor way too easy. Get into them on the perimeter. Posts. Rotate over and make your presence felt. Quit being so soft.
Well, last season's roster, everybody but one player was either drafted or acquired via trade. That's a rare combo in the NBA.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Westbrook comes in for Roberson. Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Shumpert. Quarter number 2, we're about 2 minutes in.
And guys, for the Thunder, listen, they're not a big market team. They've had to make sacrifices with money to stay competitive. They do a terrific job with the limitations that small market presents.
Foy with it, picked up by Thompson.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
And, you know, as we've seen, success in the NBA can come in a lot of different packages. I mean, it can't happen without the big free agent signing of spending. It helps to draft a guy like Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook, for that matter. And a sloppy stretch for him. Now 2 turnovers in 3 minutes. He's got to focus in and value the ball.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
They get it back. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Thompson's got 6. Thunder trailing by 8. Ibaka wide open. He fires. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Thompson with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Smith with it. Westbrook picks him up. In the corner, Irving with it. Smith drives in. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Kiwi Steven Adams, one of the toughest players down on the block.
And Kevin Adams is not afraid to get under somebody's skin. He's pretty strong defensively, too.
And, you know, guys, that's one of the things I like about Adams. I mean, he'll draw the ire of opposing players just because of how he approaches the game.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Waiters is checked in. LeBron's checked in for Cleveland. Now here's James after Dion Waiters' miss. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Yeah, and guys, Adams doesn't want to be known as a dirty player. I mean, I think he feels he plays aggressive and he hustles, and that sometimes rubs players the wrong way.
Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella's all about power and force.
Thunder trailing by 7. Pass to Waiters. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Durant, and he drops it in from the low post. Durant's got his second basket.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Here's James, and he goes in for the dunk.
An offensive mastery right there. I mean, great move in the lane and then the flush.
With just no way for the D to handle it.
Well, I tell you what, you just got to sit back and admire the creativity there.
Now here's LeBron after Dion Waiters miss. And finished off by LeBron.
I tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Anthony Morrow's checked in for Steven Adams. And a switch here also for Cleveland. Shumpert's checked in. Shot is good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 6 in the basket for Morrow.
A wide open three. They need much better communication defensively.
James, and the rejection by Ibaka. Waiters gets a wide open look. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Oklahoma City's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
54 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Durant, the pass to Waiters. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Kevin Durant with the slam.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why, I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter. Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And all you need to do is see his free throw percentage, guys. 90 for the season to know what kind of year he's having.
Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Ibaka. Kyle Singler comes in for Dion Waiters. And it's Andre Robertson in for Russell Westbrook.
And they can guarantee this is the last possession of the quarter if they hold it.
And I'm guessing that's exactly what they're probably going to do here.
Here's Morrow. He kicks it to Singler. And the baseline jumper, no good.
You know what? You just cannot get much better.
And the first half comes to a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. Cleveland did not hesitate to set the pace. They launched into a 6-0 run with an impressive effort on both ends of the floor. They ended up leading by 6 at the end of the first quarter. Going into the second quarter, they lost a little focus, sacrificed some points, but still finished with a 4-point cushion at the half. Kenny, your thoughts? How are the Cavaliers playing?
Well, they forced their way to some easy buckets.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
How about the magic touch he had on display there in that first half in terms of finding his teammates? Just a plethora of assists.
Plethora, you're going deep into that dictionary of yours, man. It's not a common occurrence with this guy, though. Typically, he's more of a finisher, but that's not been the case in this one.
Checking out the group for Tyronn Lue to start the second half. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. And it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
And look, if you're going to allow him to get to the bucket that easily, this lead's going to go from small to big real quick.
Adams' shot is good. Adams has got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Well, you go back last season, the Cavs had a very slow start to the year. Surprising. They had a lot of new faces and people they were bringing together. Clark, it didn't look like the powerhouse they would end up being as we saw.
Well, you know, they were kind of fumbling and bumbling around in the 5th and 6th spots in the East for the first half of the season. Made some changes, though, through trade, and that got them going, I think.
Ibaka, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Here's Westbrook, following the basket by Kyrie Irving. It's Westbrook with the drive. Look from Ibaka. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook. Westbrook's got 5 assists in the game.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. Well, you look back on the Thunder last season, and the theme was injuries. Too many injuries to the bulk of their core.
And, you know, the big 3, Durant, Westbrook, and Ibaka, all missed significant time. Only Westbrook of those 3 was able to finish the season.
Waiters, he's checked in for Kevin Durant. Cavaliers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half.
And listen, those injuries really did the Thunder in. I mean, at no time during the season did they ever really get a chance to gel and play any stretch of games with their entire roster.
You know, every franchise will have a year that is just lost to injuries. I mean, it happens. The hard part of it for the Thunder is that it happened while so many of their stars are in their prime. Smith has been too much to handle. He has 9 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Here's LeBron, and the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Rejected by Westbrook. And now a fast break for the Thunder. Westbrook's got the ball, and then Waiters with the jam.
You can see the eye contact there. Gave a little nod and then burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
No doubt, Clark. A pair of teammates with a terrific feel for each other out on the floor.
And, guys, anytime it's real tight, you're looking for something that could be potentially a momentum builder, and that's exactly what that play looks to be.
Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
So here's Westbrook, following the basket by Kyrie Irving, and the rejection by LeBron. Adams dishes to Westbrook. Second chance shot. That's good. Westbrook's got the game tied up here for the Thunder.
Yeah, that's a difficult shot in the face of a defender that towers over him.
You know, guys sometimes love proving people wrong. You know that from guys you played with. And, Greg, this mismatch gives him an opportunity to quiet the haters and naysayers.
Yeah, okay. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And it goes out of bounds. That one is off Smith. And the Thunder making a switch here. Foy's checked in. And then for Cleveland, Channing Frye's checked in for Thompson. And it's Shumpert in there for James. Here's Roberson. Hits some rim on the way in. And the bucket's good. Roberson's got 14.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
The shot misses.
I like his tenacity getting to the basket there, even though the dunk rattled out. 99 times out of 100, he'll get the dunk or the foul.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Enes Kanter's checked in for Adams. Kyle Singler comes in for Dion Waiters. And Anthony Morrow subbed in for Roberson. Then for the Cavaliers, Mozgov comes in for Kevin Love. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for J.R. Smith.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, but that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Dellavedova is really good at finding his teammates.
Dishes it to Foy. Pass to Singler. Uncovered. Offensive rebound. Kanter kicks to Morrow. Trains it from 17 feet out. Morrow's got the lead up to 4 now for Oklahoma City. Cavaliers have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Irving. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Catching up on the changes for Oklahoma City. Nick Collison's checked in for Ibaka. Dion Waiters comes in for Singler, and it's Payne in for Randy Ford. Now here's Irving. 8 points for him. It's taken away by Collison. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And Matthew Dellavedova is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Waiters. Mozgov with the block. Here's the break. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And Shumpert slams it in.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
It's been said time and time again that playing in Oklahoma City is one of the tougher places to play in the league. Last year we saw it as well. This place, Greg, it's so loud when the Thunder are rolling.
And even though the Thunder missed the playoffs, the Chesapeake Energy Arena was as loud as ever. Really helps when you are the show in a city. That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Kanter's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Outside Irving. Payne with the block. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And it's out of bounds to the Thunder as Oklahoma City retains possession. And that'll be Oklahoma City as it goes out of bounds. Thunder retain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges. And it's strange to think that early last year, all the talk in the media was about the in-house fighting on the Cavs. Goes to show just how much better things are for a team when they're winning.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. Well, as rough as the Cavs might have started the season, Clark, they were all at peace near the end. Things turned around certainly after the All-Star break. Had their amazing playoff run, great momentum, and that confidence showed every game they played.
Really did, and I thought the big three found a way to come together nicely and smooth out the rough spots. And James, Irvin, and Love, ended up being the highest scoring trio in the league last year.
Now here's Waiters. 10 points for him. Kanter, high post. Wide open shot is on the money. Kanter's got his second basket.
Guys, this doesn't look like the same team defensively we saw in the first half. I mean, They're flat as day-old pop.
And watching Nick Collison, he makes all the hustle plays, all the little plays, the things that really will not show up in a score sheet, stat sheet. For over a decade, he's had that role and embraced it.
And Kevin, the other thing he does as a veteran is a coach knows what he's going to get. He doesn't make the mistakes that some players make. And while he's not going to be a great scorer in the post or a high-flying rim protector, his game really is built on intelligence and toughness. And so positioning for charges, making open mid-range jump shots, all the unsung things that help a team win games.
Here's Roberson. Mozgov with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mozgov. Here is Durant. But they recover it. Westbrook passes to Collison. Back to Westbrook. A second chance effort. Offensive rebound. That's tipped. Outside jumper. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Durant the 3 and Ibaka the 4. Foyle is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Adams in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. And it's Durant missing.
Oh, tight defense being played right there. Got right up on him and forced the miss.
Textbook work. Close enough to bother the shot. Good challenge, but disciplined enough to avoid too much contact.
Here's Ford following the score by Cleveland. Adams' shot is good.
It seems like they found their rhythm offensively, and they're shooting the ball much better out of the break.
Hey, I don't know if it was changing baskets or what, guys, but they clearly look a lot better offensively. Another bucket in the paint, that's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Now here's Love. Westbrook with the block. And they'll keep possession. Another shot. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Enes Kanter's checked in for Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City leading by 5. And J.R. Smith picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Ibaka dishes to Ford. Here's Waiters. Good D by Thompson.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
Love with the bucket.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look.
Here's Waiters. Outside for Durant. Launches a 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Thompson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. James. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 17 points for LeBron.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And one thing about Tristan Thompson, he is an absolute terror on the offensive glass. He was top 5 in that category last year, despite playing less than 27 minutes a game. Does a terrific job with anticipation of the carom.
And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And here we go, fast break. LeBron's got it. Look at that. just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays
Man,
up.
you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
The fadeaway. They grabbed their own miss.
The fadeaway was the right shot there because it got his attempt away from the defender, but the touch was poor.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
Here's Thompson, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And last season was one where Tristan Thompson transitioned from a starter to a bench role. Didn't let the move bother him and still put up solid numbers off the bench.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. Well, for Thompson, he was great off the bench. You're right, Greg, for the Cavs last year. Even earned some Clark's Sixth Man of the Year consideration votes.
And deserved it because of how he played and his impact. He actually had his best year in terms of shooting efficiency. Shot a career-high 55% from the floor.
And the shot is good. 11 points for Love.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Here's Adams. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Love kicks to LeBron. Love the pass to Irving. Plenty of space. And the rebound goes to the Thunder.
Not a bad look for him on that shot, but it just doesn't seem to be his night tonight.
And the rejection by Love. LeBron drives in. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
The kick out to Westbrook. Here's Roberson. And he misses the go-ahead basket.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
And James with the basket on the assist by Love. 25 points for LeBron.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Here's the pass to Roberson. He feeds it to Ibaka. Kicks it to Robertson, and it's going to be a 3-second call. Cleveland leading by 4. The drive by James. Smith wide open. He fires. Smith missing again.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
From 12 feet out, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Cleveland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Here's LeBron, and the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, terrific plays right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
Westbrook kicks to Ibaka. It's taken away by Smith. Here's Irving, and Durant sends it back. And now a fast break for the Thunder. And Adams with the slam.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
Looking at the game Adams has been having, he has 9 rebounds and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
He has yet to get into the flow of this game. His teammates have done their part, but they need him to pick his game up.
Key buckets, and we know he delivers down the stretch.
Irving dishes to Love. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Irving's got 6 assists here tonight.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They got to offer more resistance here.
And they're pushing it up. It's good. This game is all even.
Are you kidding me? How could this get any better? A brilliant play defensively at the most crucial time.
And you love to see games played this well. It's not just about making shots. It's about making plays, particularly on the defensive end. And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And so he drops them both. It's a 2-point ball game.
And nice work at the line. I mean, when the game's this close, you have got to cash in on those opportunities.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. They're trailing by
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Durant against LeBron. Drive by Adams.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
The dish to Smith. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. Westbrook with a wide open look. But they get it back. And Adams kicks to Ibaka. And that misses. That would have put him up.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
Durant kicks to Adams. The kick out to Westbrook. Here's Roberson. And the rejection by Love. Westbrook drives in. 4 on the clock. Here's Durant. Missed. Irving. So it's a narrow win for the Cavaliers, pulling it out. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Thank you, Kevin. LeBron, you are in the midst of yet another great season, posting tremendous individual numbers and the team with an outstanding record. Is this the type of season that you set out to achieve right from the get-go?
I just wanted to play well.
The 2K Sports postgame show.